Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is playing out that bearish divergence that I warned you about yesterday on the channel, which is right now putting Ethereum at risk of breaking some other importance levels of support on the chart. I'll be covering all of that and more in this video. It's definitely an important one to watch for Ethereum holders. And just before we jump into it, make sure to hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And yeah, once again, this was the bearish divergence that I was talking about yesterday on the channel. And I was basically saying that in the shorter term, we are due to see reduced buying pressure, which basically means we're about to see a little bit more sideways price action or perhaps another pullback to the downside. And obviously that's what we've seen just here. But that was just one of the two bearish signals that I let you know about yesterday on the channel. The other warning signal that I let you know about was the bearish cross that we saw in the 4-hour MACD around 1 day ago from now right here, which once again, it just signals some bearish price action coming into play in the shorter term. And something else that I have been talking about in my last few Ethereum update videos is this head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour charts. Obviously, we've already seen the left shoulder and the head form, and right now we are potentially in the middle of forming that right shoulder, but I want to make it clear that this pattern is not confirmed as of right now. So yes, this is a bearish pattern, but it only confirms if we come back down towards the neckline, which is coming in at around 3.8k, and then we'll need to see a confirmed break below the neckline, below 3.8k in order to confirm this pattern. And by the way, if the price of Ethereum does end up breaking below 3.8k, then the technical price target for this head and shoulders pattern is coming in towards 3,000 US dollars. So obviously it is very important for the bulls out there to hold above 3.8k. Now zooming out to the daily charts for Ethereum, another important line of support that I have been mentioning for quite a while now on the channel is of course that $4,000 level of horizontal support, which was previously acting as resistance back here in the beginning of September. And then we flipped it into support in late October leading into November. And so far on this correction, even with that flash crash to the downside, we have been holding above this line of support because we haven't actually seen a daily candle close below 4,000 in this correction so far, which makes the $4,000 level a pretty important level for Ethereum to hold above. And that $4,000 level is not only an important level due to the amount of confluence we've seen around that price, it's also the 38.2% Fibonacci level when you're drawing the Fibonacci retracement tool from the September low up to the all-time high. So basically a confirmed break below 4,000 US dollars on the daily chart with perhaps a daily candle close below 4,000, that could send Ethereum down towards 3.8k, and that's really one of the last major levels for the bulls to hold above before we could start entering into another leg to the downside. And staying on the daily charts here for Ethereum, talking about this previous bullish divergence on the charts, I'll let you know about this close to a week ago now, saying basically over the next few days we are due to see reduced selling pressure and perhaps a slight bounce back to the upside, and that's exactly what we've seen just here. But what I said over the past 1 to 2 days was if the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame drops below this upward trending line of support, then that could be a sign of this bullish divergence wearing off. And right now that is what we're seeing. So honestly, I would no longer count on this bullish divergence because we now have some bearish factors playing out on the charts that weren't here a few days ago. And now zooming out to the 2-day time frame for Ethereum, and you can see here that right now the price of Ethereum is beginning to potentially drop below this massive upward trending line of support at the time of filming this video, but we haven't seen a lot of confirmation just yet. Obviously, candle closes, spikes in volume, and retests of this line are all confirmation methods that we could be using. So those are the type of things that I will be paying attention to moving forward for Ethereum on this 2-day time frame. And also in the RSI, right now we are currently holding above this upward trending line of support, but at the moment we're basically scraping along this line of support, coming in at around 49 in the 2-day RSI for Ethereum. And keep in mind, when Bitcoin fell below its upward trending line of support, from that support line down to the bottom of this week, Bitcoin dropped around 25% to the downside, but from the line of support to where we are right now, Bitcoin has dropped around 12 to 13% at the time of filming this video. And now heading over to the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the 2-day time frame. Of course, we've already seen this breakout to the upside as we've been talking about on this channel for around 2 weeks now. And just in the last couple days, I've been letting you know that the RSI for Ethereum when varied against Bitcoin is entering into overbought territories, meaning that in the shorter term, along the way up here, we could be due for a bit of a short-term cool-off, and that is exactly what we're seeing right now. We are pulling back a little bit in the shorter term for Ethereum against Bitcoin, and the RSI is now dropping back towards neutral areas, which is exactly what we like to see during a healthy uptrend. Now, the price target for this breakout is coming in at around 0.1 Bitcoin per Ethereum all the way up here, and that price target technically remains valid while Ethereum is still above this line of support right here, coming in at around 0.076 Bitcoin per Ethereum. So now it's just important for this short-term call-off in Ethereum versus Bitcoin that it doesn't drop back below this line of previous resistance now acting as supports. I realize that I've definitely come across more bearish in this video than I have bullish, and honestly, I simply just tell you what I see on the chart. So if I see a bullish pattern, I'll let you know about it. If I see a bearish pattern, I'll let you know about it. And so the simple fact is right now in the shorter term, we are seeing a little bit more bearish signs for Ethereum than bullish signs. And so what's my Ethereum strategy? Am I selling Ethereum? Am I buying Ethereum? And right now I am dollar cost averaging into Ethereum similar to Bitcoin. And even though, yes, we could see a bit of bearish price action playing out in the shorter term, I am not selling Ethereum because selling Ethereum to try and buy back in lower is a very risky game. And in my personal experience learning from past mistakes, it's just too risky to try and sell Ethereum to buy back in lower for what it's actually worth. And so once again, during these more bearish times in the shorter term, I just use this as an opportunity to accumulate some more Ethereum at cheaper values. And I'm holding all of that Ethereum for the longer term, because when you're talking about the longer term, as in even over the next few months, and especially looking even further out into the long term, I'm still very bullish on Ethereum in the longer term. So that is very important to remember. All of this bearish price action, it is in the shorter term. So yes, it could get worse before it gets better. But as I said earlier, that doesn't mean I'm selling Ethereum. I normally sell into strength as we are heading to the upside. And then as we're looking more bearish in the short term, that's when I'm looking to accumulate more. Of course, none of that is financial advice. That's just telling you my personal Ethereum strategy and everything that I'm seeing on the charts right now. And definitely make sure you follow me over on my Twitter for these extra updates throughout the day in the crypto markets. All of this extra content is completely for free, and you'll find a link to my Twitter account in the description down below and also in the pinned comments. If you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before you click off, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already, because these videos can potentially help you make a lot more money in the crypto markets. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.